in New Augusta, Mississippi. I stopped to get gas in Meridian. That's where I found this bomb train full of denatured alcohol parked under the interstate. What could go wrong here, right? After all, I was headed for about the fourth train wreck in about as many months involving some type of oil. This one involved Canadian tar sands and methanol. One distinct advantage at this location was the wide open space in the pole yard that allowed them plenty of room to stage the equipment for response. Highway 98 is a 4-lane, so it was easy to divert traffic down to one lane and keep it flowing. It would be a different story if that happened in, say, Big Creek Lake watershed or even downtown Mobile where this stuff was headed. Tankers rolled out of the site regularly like this guy with a 1230 placard for methanol. A command center was set up and plenty of security to keep you out of the site. However, a policeman told me about a little road up on a hill where I could go and get some good shots of what was going on. These machines are used to retrieve the cars and roll them back upright. I watched them being used in Castleton, North Dakota after the Bakken Crude wrecked up there. It was a pumping operation set up to capture the oil, which seemed to be for the most part fairly contained in a small area. The difference in this stuff and the Bakken Crude is that it's very thick, almost tar-like, where Bakken Crude is thin and spreads out quickly, just as it did in Aliceville. These tank cars are battered and beat up, but they're not burned with huge bleeds in the side of them like what we saw before. Here they're pouring finely crushed rock into the ditch to contain the oil on site. It doesn't look like it's gotten far beyond there. There was some oil out in the median, but it looked like it too had been contained fairly well. Yeah, a train was actually rolling through the wreck site. Amid all the carnage, it was barely 24 hours old. While the men stood by on the track and let it pass, I couldn't help but notice that this train too had its red placards pulling through there on a track that still wasn't completely rebuilt. When the rock spreaders came along to finish up the job, I was wondering to myself, where's this guy's hard hat? Evidently, somebody else had the same idea. As one car after another passed by spreading rock on the side of the track, it was evident that they were almost complete with the repairs. Quite a different story from any of the Bakken Crude train wrecks I'd been to where the tracks were destroyed by the fiery explosion. This stuff was thick like tar, stuck to the trees, whereas the Bakken Crude is thin and volatile and spread all over the wetland after burning the trees. I'm not here to promote one oil over the other. In fact, I'd rather find alternatives to either one. I'm just here to add information to the ongoing Bakken debate.